Why friendship is important for romantic relationships. Well, hello and welcome to another Coffee Time with John. I hope you guys are doing well today. It's a beautiful, cold morning here in Ohio. When I look out the window, it's actually gray, but it's still beautiful. The world is beautiful. The experience is beautiful. Gray days are as valuable as sunny ones. And you can allow yourself to love them just as much and realize that those gray days are all part of having those green trees, those gray days, the moisture hitting the ground. It's all about choice. But I want to talk to you today about the concept of friendship and romantic relationships. You know, Nietzsche said that to have a successful relationship, you must foster the friendship first. Foster the friendship first. I've been very, I'm going to say blessed, very blessed to have experienced relationships that didn't end well. And my last wife, it was a very interesting scenario. I gave up myself to help meet her expectations. But the one thing that was glaringly obvious from the beginning of our relationships was that I would never be treated as well as her friends. And I would be mocked and I would be criticized to her friends. Just because that was the very nature of their friendship, was to mock and to criticize. And I was the new guy in town to be mocked and criticized. It was a great lesson for me because friendship has to go both ways. And if they're not being a friend to you, then there's conditional love there. And the only way you can truly find a romantic relationship that goes long term is to remember that they're your friend and treat them like a friend. I have a non-romantic relationship, thank you very much, with my good friend Tim. I've known him since we were 5. We're best friends. I can tell him anything. He can tell me anything. And we do. We tell each other everything. We know that if one of us is in need, the other one's going to be right there. We also have a standing rule that we never have to apologize. But we never actually give each other need to apologize because we're friends, right? That's what a friendship is. Now, when you want to take that to a romantic place, now, romance comes with the primal instinct of passion and lust, and it's another level on love. But if you want it to be passion and lust without friendship, then I defy your ability to make that last. Because passion and lust comes with endorphins that start out with just basic endorphins running through your body and the adrenaline rushes of this new experience. But if you're not a friend with them, it really can't last long term. You have to be a friend. You have to be the non-judgmental person, because judgment themselves is putting yourself above someone. And true relationships in life are not someone above the other. True, really, truly loving relationships are when two people choose to walk side by side through life, enhancing each other's lives as friends and lovers. And that's what a truly successful relationship is. But if you're not friends, that path, that walk will be short. Because the friendship is what keeps things civil. It's what keeps things moving forward in a way that is productive. It's what makes things enjoyable. I watch a couple of YouTube channels just because I'm fascinated by them. One of them is called Trenton Alley, and one of them is called Wild Wonderful Off Grid. And they're both, one of them, the Trenton Alley. They traveled all over the world in a van, and now they're building a house in Utah in the mountains. And I enjoy all their projects, but the most enjoyable part about the project, about the show, about the YouTube channel, is their relationship. Because they just are joyful, and they smile, and they laugh. Now, Trent, he gets to be a little Eeyore sometimes, and he never thinks anything's good enough, and he gets hard on himself, but that's just him trying to be a perfectionist. But the relationship, they smile, they support each other, they each have their strengths, they each have their weaknesses, but they're friends, and they're lovers. On Wild Wonderful Off Grid, I love the watching the videos and seeing them build all these amazing things. But the best part of their video is the two of them working side by side, building these things, and every so often stop to give each other a kiss or a hug or tease each other and joke with each other. And they're very funny in the way they tease each other. But it's so evident that they not only love each other, but like each other as friends. They're their best friends right there, right? And that's why the relationships work. That's why the relationships are shining out, because they've gone beyond the primal experience and into the long-term friend experience. I not only have primal passion for this person, but I like them as well as a person. And it really comes down to, if you want a loving romantic relationship for the long term, there has to be not only love and lust, but friendship. They have to be the three pillars of the lasting relationship for it to last. And remember that. Love is right there in all of it. But when you're not being friendly to somebody, you're not being loving to them. And that will be the cancer within the relationship. You guys have a great day. And I'll talk to you soon. See ya. Bye.
Thank you so much for watching. The John of New channel is solely funded by your generous donations and purchases of private readings and merchandise. To help out, go to johnofnew.com or use the donation link in the description below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share.